Is running in the road safe? Let's run with it. It's day 72 of my 5K a day training plan. Today we're gonna go nice and slow. Yesterday, I accidentally ran a 15K. I was planning to run 6.5 miles and was feeling pretty good, and I was close to my record time, so I said why not, and I went for it, and I set a PR for 15K, hour 17 something. So today we're gonna go slow and easy. Depending on where you are in the country or the world, you might have sidewalks and you might not, or bike paths or whatever. In my town, we have pretty good sidewalks and bike paths. But here in southern Wisconsin, there's no sidewalks and no bike paths. It's a very rural area. So I really have no choice but to run in the road. Is that safe though? Now before I got into running, I was a big cyclist. And once you ride about, I don't know, 15, 20 plus miles, you've got to be comfortable riding in the road. So I'm pretty comfortable in the road. It's not uncommon to see cyclists in the road, but it's pretty uncommon to see runners. And I think that's because it's a lot easier to run on a sidewalk or a path. Usually runners don't go as far, so they can stay in neighborhoods, do a couple down and backs on a path. But here, the neighborhoods are just little enclaves off the main road, less than a mile. So once you get running over a mile, you kind of have to go running on the road. Now, besides a couple reckless drivers every once in a while, I feel pretty safe on the road. Let's talk about what I do to stay safe. When there's a paved area like this on my side of the white line, it's really easy to stay safe. Cars stay over there, I stay over here. Everyone's happy. I've got solid footing. Pretty easy peasy, no problem. You'll also notice that I don't run with music in my ears in this area, so I can hear the cars coming and really get over an extra 6 inches. Maybe it doesn't matter, but it makes me feel better. Now, when I run in the road, I also try to wear bright colored clothing instead of dark clothing, or go shirtless, which is possible for me. My hat is reflective on the back, and my shoes are too, so nobody should have any trouble seeing me. Also, time of day is important to run on the road. You want to be seen for your safety. When you're crossing train tracks, it's important to look both ways. Don't trust the lights or the bells. It's important in a car, it's more important while you're running. Just like when you're in a car, it's important when you're running on the road to obey all traffic laws. Stop at stop signs, look both ways, don't speed, and yield at yields. It'll keep you safe, it'll keep other people safe too. I had to stop for cars and my own safety. Here's a car, and then I get to go. All right, safety first. Some roads aren't as nice for runners as others. Notice this one. The road ends at the white line, so I should run in the gravel. At least the gravel here is flat and level. Sometimes I've got to run over in the grass because there's either no gravel or the grass has overtaken it or something like that. Luckily, here in the Midwest, we don't really have poisonous snakes to worry about, but it's not very fun to run in grass. Now here the gravel is not level, so I'm running way over here in the grass. On the road there's lots of big trucks, and some of the people here aren't real nice to runners on the road. Some people are scared to run on the road, especially in settings like this where the people may not always be the most gratuitous towards us. My wife is one of those people, so she has to be okay running back and forth in the neighborhood. You know, it takes 2 or 3 laps to hit a mile, or she has to drive somewhere where there's a path made for runners, walkers, and bikers. But thankfully, we live somewhere with lots of sidewalks and paths. We just happen to be at the family lake house here in Wisconsin. As always, thanks for spending a couple minutes of your day with me. Today we ran with the idea that it is safe to run on the road, went through a couple tips and tricks. What do you think? Do you run on the road? Do you think it's safe? Any other ideas, tips, tricks that you use to stay safe while running on the road? Leave it down in the comments. See you next time. Today, day 72 of my 5K a day training plan.